intimate gathering here at the Hawaiian Financial Music Hall at the iHeart Studios. I'm Bernadette Baracchio. My sisters are here with us in spirit, except Tess Baracchio. Come over here, my twin. Come over here. Say hello. Aloha, everyone. Thank you for being here. I just love seeing your smiles. I love seeing all the memories that came with these smiles and all of the new memories we're creating with the new partners that have helped us put together this special tonight. So thank you all for being here. Mahalo, Tess. That's my identical twin here. And Angela Baracchio from California is sending her aloha, as well as Rose and Cece, Gloria from the Big Island. Everyone is sending their love, but you know how it goes. Holidays, everyone's got stuff to do. And whoever's meant to be here tonight, every single one of you in this room is actually a very special part of our journey for Living Local. Living Local started, hello. It started out in 2004. And this guy, Rick Hamada, is the father of our beautiful children. He's actually going to be emceeing tonight. Can I call you over here? Are you good? You good? Let's give a big hand for Rick Hamada. He was here for the beginning of the journey. Would you like to say hello?
I would. Hi. No, this is a remarkable evening. This is an evening that's going to be filled with emotion, with reflection, with laughter, and memories. Think about where you may have been 20 years ago, the year 2004, of what may have been going on in your life at that time. It was then that Bernadette, while after taking a shower, came out to tell me that I'm no longer interested in doing the news. I want to tell the positive good news about Hawaii, and I want to do it with my sisters. That was a conversation that took about, 28 seconds? Yep. And over the years, it's culminated into an iconic, locally produced television program that has been on the air for 20 years. Please, a round of applause for Bernadette. Throughout the course of the evening, we're going to enjoy many things. And we have some very, very special guests that will be treating us with remarkable music, all with the focus of celebrating Living Local with the Baracchios and the message that is contained therein. I'll turn it back to Berna for more details.
I want to tell you, we got some live music in the house tonight, and you know what? We got a big star here. Can we give up a big round of applause for the ever-famous, legendary Henry Kapono? And he came with some friends as well, so we'll be having some live music in this pre-funk party. So we got lots of food and drinks, so we're going to have some laughter and fun. And we're going to have some music in just a few moments. But do you want to talk about Henry Kapono first? Because he has been an icon and a Hawaiian classic in Hawaii and around the world.
Well, I would love to talk about Brother. Absolutely. There is not one local who has not been touched by the music of Henry Kapono. To say that he is a legend would fall short. Because of those memories that are created, the messages that he has shared with us, fantastic and phenomenal. But here's a part that has always impressed me with Brother Henry. He has a heart that is filled with generosity, that is so giving, and he thinks about others before himself. I was touched that during the pandemic, that when there was a shutdown of all things business, that Henry came together with his inner circle and created the Henry Kapono Foundation. Musicians, those that relied on performing and earning a living, that was shut down. Brother Henry was the man who thought of them first and did all that he could to help and support. And that is something about Henry Kapono that I will never forget. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be treated tonight with remarkable music all throughout the course of the evening. But first, would you please welcome Brother Henry Kapono. Henry?
Thank you so much. Aloha, everybody. I don't know what to say, but thank you for being here, and thank you for all that you for joining us. You know, I looked at when I was on the show; it was like 2012. You know, and seems like a long time, but not really. You know, I know we created this foundation in 2018. And when the pandemic hit, my wife, you know, actually it's my wife that does a lot of the stuff behind the scene, and she likes to be behind the scene. I'm just a guy in the front. But, you know, we both work together really well, and we always kind of decide on things together because it works out better that way. So we put together the Henry Kapono, was a COVID-19 We Are Friends program, and we sent out $200,000 of Foodland gift cards to musicians who, you know, we all lost our jobs, and we all depend on that check. We don't have, we're not employees of any place that we play. So we felt the need to get out there and give them at least $500 to start rethinking what's going on. It was crazy, but you know, I feel really good about it. We're doing some great things with the foundation. We have some our top artists, you know, Jenny Yim and Jay Lin, and we brought them. And it's been really, really great experience for me to, you know, sit back there and talk to them and get to know them and get to see where they're at and how to try to help them through their career. You know, I'm so fortunate that I had the opportunities to be where I am now. So I've just figured it's time to share it and kind of guide the new artists, emerging artists coming up. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Once again, and again, I'm just going to highlight this for a moment, and maybe, Brother Henry, we can just have a brief chat, and that is the music that you create. It is such a unique expression. Could you give us a little bit of an idea of your process of formulating your music and then sharing it with all of us?
You know, it just comes, when it comes, I grab it, you know. I used to wait around and figure out, I have to be a certain place, certain time to write a certain song, but that never happened. So I just wait for it to come, and then I go to the beach, go surfing, play with my kids, spend that time, and by the time I come back, it all comes back to me. So it's just a matter of observing and being open to it. So, but you know, the songs that we wrote back then was all about living local. You know, it was all about our lifestyle, what we were doing back then, and that was easy because we were having fun. You know,
And we have some video of Henry having fun years ago. So no. But that's classic, though. I remember I talked with Brother Walter one time, and I said, Brother, how about with you? And he goes, hey, Rick, you know what? Sometimes easy, sometimes hard. And that was his summation. And that's what it is with music, yes? What's the differentiation in verbally communicating and communicating through song?
For me, it's always been easier for me to communicate with songs. You know, I think about what people need, what people want, and then I try to write in that pathway, and what do I want, and what do I want for my family? You know, I think about family and friends, and how I can impact their lives by writing about them. You know, so.
The most unfair song or unfair question in the world, and that is of the Henry Kapono catalog, which one is your favorite?
Which song? Oh, man.
Who's your favorite child? Is that easier? Or
Well, I have a lot of children. You know, I love them all. But I think Sailing is probably one of my favorite because I wrote it for my dad. And I had a really weird experience last week I was singing that song for somebody, and I could usually I can sing this song. I know my dad's with me, but at that when I sang it that day, I was in Kauai. It was like my dad was sitting right next to me. So it was amazing, what a song can do.
It is. Yeah. It is, without a doubt. And that's why we're blessed to have you with us for so many years. Brother Henry and I, we first met about 30 years ago in the back of a limo at Aloha Tower to go to some rock and roll DJ show or something. And from that moment, always, you've been so generous, kind, and thoughtful. So I want to thank you for being tonight. We're going to hear Henry a little bit later on this evening, but we have two expressly talented young performers with us. Could you share, please?
Yes, I think we have Jaylyn that's going to come up first, but Jaylyn's they're both really amazing artists, and I think people need to know who they are and how much they bring to the music industry. And they keep getting better and better all the time, and I enjoy just being around them and just helping them whenever they need. And I like it when they ask me questions, and I like to kind of watch and see what they do, and it's fun. Yeah.
I love the fact of mentor, of helping and developing and opportunities. And then it appears to be, then the artist is reliant upon themselves to perform and to share. And that's why tonight we're very eager to see both young performers tonight.
Yeah, they brought the A game with them, right?
The A game. I think we're going to go to Jaylyn. Right. Let's go ahead and do that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage a rising artist with Henry Kapono and more, and a wonderful product of the Mele Music Program. Yes. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jaylyn.
Hi, thank you for having me. And thank you so much, Henry and Rick, for the great introduction. Thank you. All right. So I have a 4-part group called Solux. And we have our new album called Deluxe out now on all streaming platforms. And Kosuke is also part of the On the Rise program, so shout out to him. And we all wrote this song together called Vintage. So this is for all the old souls out there, young or old. Yeah. If you love the retro lifestyle, this is for you. Woo. Yeah. Here we go. Vintage clothes, retro coats, vinyl players playing records on a Sunday night. Maybe I'm just an old soul. People say I'm living in the olden days, a simple time when being nice was fine. Give me paper and pen, don't need to know the current trend. I'm feeling like I'm bringing old school back. Vintage clothes, retro coats, vinyl players playing records on a Sunday night. Maybe I'm just an old soul. Clap along. Vintage Ray-Bans in my car, changing songs inside the jukebox in a bar. Maybe I'm just an old soul. Yeah, bringing old school back, staying up late watching MTV Live, bringing old school back. Face to face, our hearts and minds, they stay unfiltered. I wanna see the beauty of a natural smile. Leave behind the screens that hide. So come on, baby, come as you are. Vintage clothes, retro coats, vinyl players playing records on a Sunday night. Maybe I'm just an old soul. Vintage Ray-Bans in my car, changing songs inside the jukebox in a bar. Maybe I'm just an old soul. Staying true to yourself, ain't gotta be somebody else. 'Cause don't you know, in the way you walk, in the way you talk, it's you. You got it deep inside, even now you're in your prime. So keep it classic, keep it real, this retro feel. Ooh. vintage Ray-Bans in my car, changing songs inside the jukebox in a bar. Maybe I'm just an old soul, bringing old school back, staying up late watching MTV, like bringing old school back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Hope you like
my.
that one.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Woo. All right.
That was tremendous.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Rick.
you,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Do you have another song for us? Would that be possible?
Yeah, absolutely. I can do one more song.
Let's do it. One more time with Jaylin.
All right. So, aside from writing songs for other artists, I write for local, international artists. I also like to share my own stories, but it's not until I feel it. And this was, I think, to wrap up the year 2024, this is a song about a lesson that I learned about living life, you know, keep moving forward no matter what the circumstances, because the only thing we can really rely on is that things constantly change. So this is called Motion. Tell me where it all began. Caught up in my tired head, I'm feeling all the pressure and it hurts. Counting all the dollars spent, taking more than I can get, but when will I be given what I'm worth? It's a cruel life. I'll wake up and be ready to go with a new vibe. Shoulders up in my head looking out with a new tribe. Like a magnet, attract, won't chase. Clear the air, leaving all this space. It's my home cause my soul feels safe. Keep moving on, trust in the ocean. Ride out that wave now. Time to let go, just let it flow. Worries will fade out. Let gravity lead my way. Know they gon' love this change, so keep moving on, trust in the ocean. I'm already in motion. Everything, it all makes sense. I walk without a present tense, cause I know I can get what I deserve. If they hate me in my confidence, I will leave without a present tense, cause I'm not the girl I was before. I'm still alive. I wake up and be ready to go with a new vibe. Shoulders up in my head looking out with a new tribe. Like a magnet, attract, won't chase. Clear the air, leaving all this space. It's a home cause my soul feels safe. Keep moving on, trust in the ocean. Ride out that wave now. Time to let go, just let it flow. Worries will fade out. Let gravity lead my way. Know they gon' love this change, so keep moving on, trust in the ocean. I'm already in motion. Already in motion. Ooh.
Listen to this crowd go wild with
you
applause,
so
would you
much.
please? Once again for Jaylin this evening. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Before you go, do you mind if we just like to learn, I mean, as an artist on the rise,
Yes.
and also performing and having Henry mentor and guide and etc. And also the Henry Capono Foundation, Jaylin.
Oh, absolutely.
Your thoughts, and how has this affected where you're headed in your
man.
own career?
I think the initial answer that comes to mind is life-changing. There's so many aspects about this program that has helped me just open up new experiences, open up new doors and opportunities that I never thought would happen. For example, I always thought of myself as a songwriter, someone that, just, I'd write for artists and not really want to be in the spotlight. But, it was, Daniel, a colleague that I knew who started becoming a program manager for the On the Rise program. He saw that I had really great potential as a performing artist. And so I think the program really believed in me as a performer and an artist before I could even believe it in myself. And I think now it really helped me interact with the audience and to play with confidence. And also, I met so many people from this program. Some are now my lifelong colleagues and fellow musicians. We all support each other. Everyone's so genuine. And it's great to know that we're not alone. We have a lot of these rising talents that inspire us every day. We all interact with each other. We have a group chat. And it's nice to see what everyone's doing. And it just really, it's so inspiring to be a part of this program, to be a part of this group. And even before we went on stage today, we were kind of picking Henry's brain because he's been a performer for decades. And we're just like, how do you...
She meant
Not
one
a bad
decade.
thing.
One.
Just an old soul, right? But we were asking him, how do you know when you're grabbing the audience? And I think when Henry said, when you feel it and when you have fun and when you are on stage and you don't worry about how things are gonna. If you feel it within yourself, that kind of stuff, things you can't teach out of program. I mean, I'm a part of the Melody program, but it's things like this where it just takes it to the next level and you learn so much life experiences.
Excellent. Well, we wish you all the very, very best.
Thank you so much.
We thank you so much for gracing us with your music tonight.
Oh,
and we wish you all the very best. Everybody, Jalen, would you please? Big round of applause. Folks, this is an example of where our evening is going. But before we continue, Bernadette, we have a very special guest. Would you mind, please?
Oh, we have many special guests in the house tonight, but I also want to just say hello to a very special friend and a musician, Makana, which means the gift. Let's say hello.
Aloha, everyone. It's so good to be here with the sisters. Love you guys.
Hold on. You gotta stay right here, hon. This guy is so special because every time when we first started this show, and we would always have we had rising stars when Aloha and Kimie Minor and all of them were just starting out, and it was just so great to have all these musicians in the house. And this guy, he was already a prodigy before he came to the stage with us. And what's it been like for you over the years, remembering what we would be performing here and now where you are today? You want to give us a little gist of what your journey's been like?
It's well, you posted that little clip. It was really heartwarming, and it's funny with social media in these days. Depending on your timing and your generation, your whole life is public record. So when little clips pop up, you go into self-analysis mode, like, oh, how was I back then? Do I feel good about that? And I felt really good about that. And I realized that for a very long time, I've had something deeper that guided my music. It's like the form of music is really beautiful, but I've always felt that music is a vehicle for something much more profound than just the sound of it and the form. And I'm more aware of that than ever, but back then I also was aware of it. And its power to not just heal, but to support and to draw attention to sometimes things that we overlook. Sometimes attention isn't democratically doled out in society. Our attention really tends to go to certain things depending on what they want you to look at. But as artists, we can use our art to draw attention to things that we're passionate about. And I continue to do that.
Thank you so much, Makana. I also did want to thank him and a whole bunch of other artists that did join us last year. Around this time during Giving Day, we had a call out for help for Maui. And I know, Henry, you did a whole bunch of concerts in Maui and other places for that effort. And I appreciate all the musicians that came out. And last year for the Living Local special, Makana, when I called you, you were on the mainland traveling, and you said, what do you need? Where can I go? What do you want? How can I help? And you just showed up, and as well as other artists, including the Makaha Sons and Kimie Minor, Kavika Kahiapo, a whole bunch. And it was just, wow. We raised $150,000 in one day of giving. And that's what music can do, right? That is the gift of music, and it is a universal language. And so the big part of Living Local, yes, it's Ohana, yes, it's Aloha, but it's also about sharing the music and connecting with others through different ways. And music has been a really big part of our family. So I appreciate all of you and all the musicians that are here with us in spirit. Thank you so much for living with us through the years, living life and living love. Aloha.
Thank you very much, Berna. Thank you indeed. We'd like to continue on with Artist on the Rise, and this young lady performing for us tonight. She'll be joining us, and then we'll have a chance to get to know her a little bit better. But first, would you kindly welcome to the stage Miss Jenny Yim. Jenny, listen to this crowd go wild with applause. I love that, love that.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Okay. My name is Jenny, and I am going to play you 2 songs today. This first song is a song I wrote called Wonderland, and this is my take on Alice in Wonderland. I've always really loved this fairy tale, and my take is kind of about not feeling safe where you are and wishing that you could have a little escape of your own. I live with the red queen dressing up in a suit. I live with the mad hat running late for tea at noon. I live with the fun stuff you only find deep in your head. I guess that means I'm Alice and I'm stuck in Wonderland. You get so mad when one little thing's going wrong. A single mishap, watch out, your head will be gone. I'm used to the roses white. Oh, I don't mind, but if they're not red like your wine, then it's your time. Oh, 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 oh. You give them special treatment like they're high and royal. I say one word to you, you say I'm too damn spoiled. I guess that's the way things are. Oh, funny relationship. You push, I pull myself head first away into a ditch. I live with the red queen dressing up in a suit. I live with the mad hat running late for tea at noon. I live with the fun stuff you only find deep in your head. I guess that means I'm Alice and I'm stuck in Wonderland. Oh, no, stuck in Wonderland. Ooh. You like going Wonderland. Sometimes you do a good job, but do you not understand? Sometimes isn't enough. sometimes isn't enough. I live with the Red Queen dressing up in a suit. I live with the Mad Hatter running late for tea at noon. I live with the fun stuff you'll define deep in your head. I guess that means I'm Alice and I'm stuck in Wonderland. Oh, no, stuck in Wonderland. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yay, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna sing. Okay, I'm gonna sing my next song. The song is called Crozier, and it's about a street I grew up on the North Shore. And I wrote this song about, yes, Wailua, about my mother and growing up with her. And she is one of the busiest, most stressed women I know, because she can accomplish anything and everything in a day. And this is a song to her, just telling her that my biggest wish for her is to enjoy life and look at roses instead of the thorns. And I just want her to be happy. So this song is called Crozier, and I wrote it for her. I hope you like it. I miss the smiles on your face, you humming softly while I wake. I miss you learning how to paint, telling me it's never too late. But now your hair is turning gray. You gave up pleasures for the pain. I know the world is cruel, it's full of cheats and fools. I know it's easy to break. So take some time off your hands. Love yourself a little. Learn to breathe again. So close your eyes, soak it in. Walking back on Crozier, finding happiness. I miss shopping in Haleiwa, shopping at shell stops and stands. I miss staying up on school night, watching our favorite movies in bed. So take some time off your hands. Love yourself a little and learn to breathe again. So close your eyes, soak it in. Walking back on Crozier, finding happiness. Back then you've gone through things I couldn't comprehend, but I'm starting to understand. Everything you've ever done has never been for yourself. It's always been for somebody else. So take some time off your hands. Love yourself a little. Learn to breathe again. So close your eyes, soak it in. Walking back on Crozier, finding happiness. So take some time off your hands, walking back on closure, finding happiness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jenny Yim. Whoa.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you got to tell me, where did you get that voice? Who's your influence there? It sounds like a little like a Joni Mitchell, doesn't it?
Oh, thank you. I love Joni Mitchell. She's amazing. My dad is a musician, so he was in a band a little bit a few years ago and just played at weddings and events. So I always wanted to be up on stage with him, and I just like copied everything he did. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
so much.
As soon as you started singing, it was like, whoa.
Oh,
I was
thank
taken back
you.
into another different time and space.
Thank
And of course, you mentioned Wailua and Haleiwa.
Yes.
So that's where we grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Best place
Barakio's
in
in
the
Wailua.
world.
where did you grow up?
Half Wailua and then Kaimuki area. But yeah, on Crozier, like the song.
Amazing. So tell
Thank
me
you.
about those days for your childhood.
Oh
And
my
is that when you
gosh.
started playing music?
I think I don't even know when I started. My dad was always singing, so I think just since I was a baby. But yeah, I think I was always just walking with my mom on the beach, and we would have our morning walks and find seashells and sea glass, and that's the memory that I think my most peaceful inner self is at. So I think about that place a lot.
Awesome. And tell me about your On the Rise journey with
Yes.
the Henry Kapono Foundation. And how has
Yes.
that been helping you and
Oh
yours?
my gosh, it's amazing. I met Jalen through it, and obviously getting to just interact with Henry and getting to pick his brain about music has been incredible. I grew up listening to his music and playing it with my dad, so that is like a dream come true for me. I'm learning so much again about singing from my soul and really taking the lyrics that I write instead of just repeating what I write. I'm actually like telling it to you guys, and that was the first piece of advice that he's ever given me. Actually, here, like a while ago, I think so. But yeah, that's crazy. So I think I've been able to do that a lot. I'm still working on it, but yeah. And then the community that he's built, getting to be a part of it, I've met so many amazing people, and now I get to meet all of you guys. But it really has changed my life and has made me feel like I have a shot at this, and I can do what I love every day because of it. So this program and Uncle Henry has made a world of a difference to me. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, to have a mentor like Kuya Henry. That's what we would call him. Little Kuya over here.
Yes.
Wow. And is there one more last message you'd like to share that when you do play music, what is the one thing you want people to leave?
I think I always write my songs about just things that people experience in life that they don't always talk about. And I want people to feel like, hey, I feel those things, and it's okay to feel those things, and we're all feeling those things. Just give a voice to those little feelings that sometimes you don't get to actually express.
And
Yeah.
you also mentioned you just want people to be
Happy.
nice
Oh,
and happy too.
yes. Happy. Be happy. Or sad, it's okay, but yeah.
Once again, let's give it up for Jenny
Thank you
Yim.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I'm going to bring back Rick Hamada because we've got a special guest coming back on the stage, right?
Thank you, Berna. Thank you, Berna. And God, that was great. Yeah, phenomenal. I love the fact I'm 4 times older than she is. Well done. Thanks, my dear. You're so good. What do you think of the show so far tonight? Come on now. Gosh, such great talent, such wonderful messaging, yes. And we continue. Now, coming up in just about 20 minutes is going to be the debut of the 20th anniversary program of Living Local with the Baracchios and more. So please get comfortable, stay with us. I can't believe there's like 5 million pounds of food out in the hallway. That was just looked remarkable. Many beverages where you can enjoy, but again, the TV show will begin in just about 20 minutes. It is a pleasure to welcome to the stage a gentleman that we've been speaking with, and have known for so many years. It's a blessing that brother is with us here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please, with a resounding round of applause, welcome Henry Capono.
Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. How's everybody doing? All right. Well, I'm blown away about how good you guys have. You guys really brought your A game, A+ game. Yeah. Thank you so much. Anyway, hi everybody. Like I said, I've been doing this for 100 years, and I still love it. We are friends. And I still love, talking with Jenny and Jay Lynn and, the whole community that we've created together. And, I'm actually learning just as much as they are. I'm learning about them. I'm learning about how they think nowadays and, old school stuff is still new school. So, I mean, I was singing a song on the radio with my daughter, and she goes, "How do you know that song?" I go, "That's from the 70s, man." Anyway, thank you, everybody, and thank you, Jalen and Jenny, and all of you out there, and everybody here, and congratulations on 20 years. Good to see you, Makana. My life has been all about this. It's so nice to see familiar faces out in the crowd. It's so nice to see friends of mine enjoying themselves. Everybody get happy, 'cause we can work it out. Everybody, we are friends. Friends, friends. We are friends. Friends, friends. And I remember when I was down and out, you came. I remember when you said, "Friend, hey, what's your name?" And getting off on each other, we can work it out. We are friends. Friends, friends. We are friends. Friends, friends. When feelings are getting strong and you feel like you belong, the closeness you can feel, the smiles that are real. We are friends. And if you feel like singing with me, sing out loud, 'cause it'll make you feel good just to sing right out and be a part of it all, 'cause we can work it out. Everybody, we are friends. Friends, friends. We are friends. Friends, friends. We are friends, everybody's friends. Friends, friends. We are friends, oh, friends, friends. We are friends. Friends, friends. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much. All right, do a song that I did 12 years ago here. It was a song that I wrote for my children, actually. It was their Christmas. And my son was playing with his toys, and I kept watching them, and he kept trying to figure out how it works, and what he was playing was a train set. How it works and how it's all put together. And I kept watching him, and I went to the kitchen, got me a spam musubi. I was ready. I came back, and he had it all figured out. It's my boy. It was all apart. It was all in pieces. I said, "That's my boy." So I sat there, picked up my guitar, and started writing this song called Dreams. When I was a boy, I played with trains, cars and planes. I love my toys. I'd close my eyes and I'd fly. I'd watch the earth passing by. I believed in my heart. I believed in my soul. I believe in myself and dreams. When I was a teen, I went to school, learned all the rules, and had all the tools. But something inside burned like a flame. I knew what it was. I knew it by name. I believed in my heart. I believed in my soul. I believed in myself. Dreams. Hold on, hold on. Hold on to your dream. And now I'm a man. I'm living my dreams. I got a beautiful wife and beautiful kids. You know, watch them play with their toys. It reminds me of when I was a boy. I believe in my heart. I believe in my soul. I believe in myself and dreams. Dreams. Thank you so much, Evan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, thank you very much. What's next?
Chat, and then we're going to prep for the TV show. I'm sorry, I was just basking in the last song. it is every father in the room, every mother in the room, everyone who is a parent is touched by your expression. When we talked earlier, you had mentioned that communicating through music is perhaps more effective for you. I don't know how you would ever top how you expressed those sentiments from you to us. It was remarkable.
Thank you.
So thank you, brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you
you.
know, it's you start to live your songs, you know,
Yeah.
and as you live and grow with it, it becomes more a part of you, and it just kind of becomes you. And you know, I'm just so grateful and fortunate that music has really taught me a lot about life, taught me about people.
Mhm.
You know, I realized whenever I do something and makes people feel good, that's a gift, you know. Makana, you know,
Yeah.
but he does that as well, you know. We all do that. I mean, Jenny and Jalen, they have that gift.
Yeah.
You know, we all have that gift, and it's just that we have to recognize it and we have to use it for the right reasons. And when you're giving something like that, you have to share it, but you can't take advantage of it. You have to just be a part of it, and make everybody a part of it.
That has to be a sensation that not many of us will ever know. But we can empathetically, because as you were sharing, it's connecting. And I think it's just a splendid message for all of us. And a major vehicle, of course, I will return back to the foundation if you don't mind. There are many of us that would like to help and assist in any way. How
Oh
can
yeah,
they?
we have well, we've got 4 more days till Christmas. We have a giving tree online, henrycaponefoundation.org.
Yeah.
And you can make a donation by picking a ornament, and you know, they're all worth. They all help to make our program even better. And we're also planning on going to opening our program in Maui as well, and working with the artists there. So you know, it's a great journey. You know, I'm having a ball. You know, it's opening up a whole new path for me. So
Right. I was wondering if, just in the few moments we have left, is that it's called show business. It's called the radio business, the TV business, the business side of a musician. How have things changed dramatically over the years in business, and what does the future look like for those who pursue a career in music?
well, you know, it's a tough business. When I went to back in the day with C&K, and it was really different. You know, they were out to get you, you know? But without you knowing, you know.
Makana says they still are,
Yeah.
so
They did a good job of it.
Yeah.
Well, now we're smarter, you know. Now we know how they talk, and we know what we want, you
Yes.
know, out of it. So it's a whole different world now, you know. And I'm trying to express that and kind of teach the OTRs that are on the rise artists, trying to give them a little idea. You know, as musicians, you don't want to even do business, and I didn't want to do business, and I realized that I should do business. You know, and it wasn't. It was a big learning curve for me, and then my wife came along and said, "You need a manager." I said, "You don't want to do it. You don't want to get in this business." She said, "No. How can it be? How hard can it be?" She said. I said, "Well." She took it over. A month later, she said, "I hate this business." But you know, she's amazing. She's just
Wonderful.
amazing. She's learned so much, and she's been so loyal to and honest, and you know, I'm so lucky to have her in my life as my wife, but also as my manager and the mother of our twins.
Beautiful. Love that. Henry, we have just about, looks to be about 5 minutes before showtime. Would you bless us with one more song that leads us up to a few moments before the TV show? Would you mind, please?
Sure. I have one more song left.
Yeah. Henry Capono, please.
I did a song that I wrote for my dad. You know, my dad, when I was a little kid, my dad was smoking a cigarette, and I said, Dad, why are you smoking a cigarette? And he goes, well, son, I smoke a cigarette for company. I went over my head. And then years later, I went sailing with some friends, and I realized the captain of the ship, how much he really reminded me of my dad. He was so conscientious about everything. He knew everything about the wind, about the ocean. And wanted our safety, and it was one of the most beautiful sails I've ever had. And I started thinking of my dad. I started thinking of when he said, well, son, I smoke cigarettes for company. So that started the whole song. My dad never sailed in his life. I never called him Jackson. But he's always the captain of the ship. And he's a great captain. Thanks, Dad. He's captain of a small ship. And he called her the queen. And Jackson was an old man, the skipper of the sea. And he dreams about one day an island he'll find, out lost in the ocean, just passing in time. And he'd rather be sailing away. And he'd rather be sailing away. And he'd rather be sailing. And he's been to places, and he knows them quite well. But those are just traces of stories to tell. And he loves his lady, and his whiskey is sweet. Sailing's his first love. It keeps us so free. And he'd rather be sailing away. And he'd rather be sailing away. And he'd rather be sailing. And he goes where the wind blows, and he flows with the tide. just going nowhere, just going for the ride, with a cigarette for company and a shot for good times, and a sunset to follow into the night. And he'd rather be sailing, sailing away. And he'd rather be sailing, yes he would, sailing away. And he'd rather be sailing away. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And everybody here in the house, put your hands together one more time for Brother Henry Capono. Please.
Thank you, everybody. Got a big
Continue.
hand for Jenny M. and Jay Lynn.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What a blessed night of music and fellowship. And once again, Henry, many, many thanks. And also for all of our friends. At this time, however, we're about ready to begin. Can we go to the live broadcast of the Living Local 20th anniversary shown here in the Music Hall? And let's enjoy our time together, please.
Okay, so secret.